feel so cool with these glasses on, I really do. How is everybody today? How are we all feeling? We're feeling good? I'm feeling good. A lot of you guys really wants me to talk about AMP world, okay? And I'm not talking about this AMP world. I'm talking about this AMP world. And according to a lot of you guys, and according to the internet, this thing sucks. Obviously, it sucks for a reason. You guys are not bringing this up for no good reason. So I looked into it, and I have to admit, when I first looked into it, I was like, you know, what's the problem? It's just a group of random young people doing random things. If you actually look deep into it, that's actually an issue in itself. When a group of people that has no talent or personality or brains or any thought-provoking thoughts or ideologies, all they ever do is just film dumb content, I feel like that's an issue in itself. A lot of members from this team has been called out for a lot of things. It's very apparent that the internet hates Brand Review. The entire internet just dislike this kid, which is really sad because Brand used to spread great vibes and positivity. I actually used to think he was kind of cute as well, but what on earth has happened to Brent Rivera now? And also his sister, Lexi, gives me a really witchy vibe.
There's just something off about her, and I can tell from the eyes. You know how they say, like, the eyes never lie.
This team just doesn't seem like they have any real characters or personalities, but they are so famous. For what reason? Buckle up, get comfortable, and let's get into today's episode. Because this is going to be a wild ride. Before we analyze this group and get into it, we need to find out what exactly is this group's aim. So I found out a little bit about what this group's aim is, and apparently their goal is to tap into the media monetization and become a Disney's channel for the digital generation. To want to be Disney is a huge claim because you guys need to have talent for that. Disney has some of the best script writers, editors, drawers, artists, sound people, team. You need to have an incredibly amount of talent. Being business smart is very different to being actually talented, right? I think we all know the difference. Being business smart can be making the right deals with the right people, with the right content creators, you know, negotiating, marketing strategies, this and that. Business is very different. And of course, you should be good at business. But wanting to be a channel that has sustained throughout time, as timeless as Disney, you will need a lot of talent for that. There's nothing talented about anyone in the AMP world. Whatever it is you guys are doing, I don't think Disney is the right direction. Anyway, in 2016, Brent teamed up with Hollister on their anti-bullying campaign. The campaign was close to Brent's heart because he had experienced bullying on his online platform. Brent was involved in spreading awareness and raising money for the cause. Rivera elaborated that the bullying he experienced was worse during the early days of his career. However, he chose to stay strong. Because of that, he became successful. That is actually an amazing story. I think that be persistent in your passion, to grind it through, to prove people wrong, work hard and make something out of yourself, to do something that you believe in is a great achievement. And Brent was set up for success. He really was. So how did someone go from that to being so hated? What are some of the moves that Brent has made to get him and his team to today, to being such a flop? Let's get to know them a little bit. The AMP world. A lot of old members have left the team, okay? I don't know them that well. I don't know the people's names. I know their faces, but I don't know their names. But a lot of people have left and a lot of people have come in, right? The turnover is pretty rapid. Brent and most people in that group have been called out for plagiarism. They copy people from their thumbnails to some video ideas, like that type of stuff, forgivable. But Brent literally copies small content creators. He copies their words, he copies their ideas, word to word, bar for bar, and he gets away with it. And when he's been called out, he likes to play the victim. This guy just gives me like a wimpy vibe. Brent, if you're going to complain about getting bullied and run a campaign and help out a campaign that's anti-bullying, it probably is not the best idea to steal from smaller content creators who don't make as much money as you.
You know you've made it when a creator with over 100 million social media followers takes inspiration from one of your videos. Check it out. I've got a notebook and I'm gonna go to a fancy restaurant and act like a food critic. Let's see if they treat me any differently. I have a notebook and I'm gonna go to a fancy restaurant and act like a food critic to see if they treat me any differently. I booked a lunch reservation here at a Michelin star restaurant in Hong Kong. I booked a lunch reservation at a Michelin star restaurant. To start the meal, I kept it low-key while I tried the first few items. And I kept it pretty low-key while I tried the first couple appetizers. After taking some pictures and giving it a few minutes, I whipped out the notebook. Ever since I took out my notebook, these dudes have been watching me like hawks. Since I took out my notebook, the waiters have not stopped looking over here. I see the waiters chatting a little bit back and forth, and I start to notice a big shift. The waiters are talking about me right now. The manager comes up to my table, gives me his card with his personal cell phone number, and tells me to give him a call whenever I need a reservation. The manager gave me his business card and some complimentary dessert. I keep churning out that nuanced analysis while they bring. I had to take note of it.
He literally said to a content creator who didn't have as many followers as him, like, have fun with your 100 followers.
It's not a bubbling over point or a tipping point. This was the second of 3 interactions we interact with one another.
Later on, he came up and started filming again.
False. This is the exact same encounter in which you say,
Have fun with your 100 subscribers, right?
there's not another encounter. This is me responding to you saying,
Have fun with your 100 subscribers, right?
I walk up to you and then ask, can you say that a little louder?
It's like, if this guy is so anti-bullying.
I don't know what happened to him.
Oh dear, another soul eaten away by the industry. If you don't have stamina, if you don't have grit, if you don't have a strong enough, unshakable character and strong foundation and morals, it's only a matter of time before you become the person that you loathe. Like, whatever he stood up for, he's completely the opposite. He doesn't seem to care about anything but fame and money. Not only that, the AMP world and Brent himself has also had backlash and accusations of incredibly scripted and manipulated content. Most of the people that I've talked about so far on all the episodes have been doing this, right? And hello, 1 + 1 = 2. Obviously, if you make this type of content, people will complain about you. Even parents have made complaints about the members on this channel. No, I'm serious. Literal parents have complained about how much of a brain rot some of their content is for children. I don't know who told them to keep going and that it was a good idea. I don't know if they think they're cringe, right? If they film a video, I don't know if they go back and they're like, yo, this is such a good idea, bro. This is so sick, man. Like, this is gonna, the ladies are gonna love this, man. Do they go back and they go,
Man, like, that was cringe.
like, do they have that level of awareness and self-reflection to be like,
Bro, like, should we put this up? Like, are we really cool?
I don't even know anymore at this point, but they're not that young. They're not that young. They're all in their 20s and their mid-20s. And Brent
Wait, how old is Brent Rivera?
Rivera's 27. I'm 26. He's like older than me. Another criticism that they've received is that they have done a lot of promotional content, right? They're always selling something. They're always collaborating with people that are famous. Whatever it is that this group does, it's always to get views. That's fine, but they are so overly promotional, and the early days of Brent wanting to do good things for the world has completely fizzled out. He doesn't do any of that now. In fact, he's hanging out with a lot of OnlyFans models. He hangs out with this 27-year-old child. He's one of the most followed people on the internet, with the biggest influence, with the biggest demographic of children following him, collaborating with OnlyFans models. It's the same old shit. Content creators being desperate. Last but not least, right, there are so much criticism, okay? There are criticism that they're cringe, they're annoying. Brent is literally a horrible person, and he's proven that himself. He really shot himself in the foot with that one. He can't blame anyone but himself. He's not changing, he's not apologizing. He's like, I'm gonna show you who's king. I don't even know how he talks. Apart from all the cringeness, the lack of brain cells and morals and talent, this group has also gotten a lot of criticism for toxicity and drama, right? The AMP world has sometimes been associated with online drama, especially when it comes to their interactions with other YouTubers or creators, and even the member themselves. Apparently there was a lot of cheating with the old members, a lot of fights, a lot of people dropped out, a lot of things didn't work out with their old members, and the turnover is crazy, right? Also, Brent and Lexi have been literally framed for being like this incest brother and sister couple on, like, I don't know what vibe it is, but people hated their relationship. People always made fun of them for having an incestuous type of relationship. It was just weird. Like, he uses his sister for clout, right? Who else uses their sister for clout? Thomas Wu.
A lot of people online have noticed something off about Thomas Wu's interactions with his sister. And then there's the Riz trend video where he jokingly flirts with her on camera. Not once, but twice.
Thomas Wu is gross inside and out. That man just oozes gross vibes. He's just gross. I don't know why his hair is that color. But Thomas Wu is just, again, someone that's brain dead. And it's not nice to be compared to them. And Brent Rivera and Lexi Rivera gives off that vibe. They just have the weirdest brother and sister vibe. It's gross. You guys are not superhumans. You guys are a bunch of talentless content creators that's embarrassing yourself, and you are delusional because you are rewarded with YouTube money. Yeah, these are just thirst traps, right? These are the ones that are like, do they think it's a good idea? Or like, do they kind of regret it a little bit when they go to sleep at night? You know what I mean? Like, but with videos like this, it's just like, it's from your own account. It's from your own team account, and you're posting videos of yourself trying to look hot.
Why are you posting that of yourself?
And it's not because people hate for no reason. No, people naturally, and this is in human nature, right? Human nature lesson. I taught you guys a lot about how the world works, how the internet works, right? Today, I'll teach you guys about human nature, right? It's in human nature to dislike some of these behaviors mentioned, and one of them is self-obsession. Okay, people don't hate confident people. I would say I'm pretty confident. Okay, people don't hate me. Some people may disagree with what I say, but I think most people wouldn't hate me. I'm confident, but I'm not arrogant. I'm not self-obsessed. That's another reason why people find my channel more digestible, because I don't have that vibe. It's not within me. I'm not self-obsessed. I don't think that I'm the greatest. I don't. That's why people think it's cringe and annoying, because they are not understanding human nature. No one cares when you post videos of yourself trying to look hot all the time. People in the beginning might really like that, right? People will go with it for the first year, maybe the second year. But if it's a prolonged thing of constantly trying to be hot, like the Kardashians, people hate the Kardashians now. If they were to come out with another business, it will flop like there's no tomorrow. They've milked everything out of everything in that family. And this is the same with these people. Like, people love to say,
you're just jealous. You're not on my level. You're not cool.
You just don't get it.
It's like, no, it has nothing to do with jealousy. It's in human nature to be disgusted by people who are self-obsessed with themselves, right? And I think that's a great thing to be a part of human nature. I don't think that should be rid. I'm glad that people respond repulsively when other people are being overly self-obsessed. So this team needs to have a revelation, have an intervention of some sort, sit together and really look at some of the negative comments. Speaking of negative comments, this group reacted to hate comments about them. The title is literally called "We React to Hate Comments About Us." I clicked so fast because I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get something out of this. Like, these people are being self-aware. I want to see if they have some sort of self-awareness. I was hugely disappointed.
Ben, stick to YouTube. Your TikToks are so boring.
I thought Lexi was 9 because of how short she is.
She's never been told she's short in her life. This is a new one for sure.
It looks like Jeremy doesn't wash the back of his knees.
Has anyone even seen like reactional videos to hate comments? Like some people that actually do it, they are not scared to actually read some of the hate comments. This team deletes comments. Let me tell you, I was disappointed with how vanilla it was, because trust me, people comment more hate comment about them on my channel than their channel.
Today we're gonna be reacting to hate comments.
Yes.
So comments that we get that aren't so nice, which we don't appreciate, by the way.
Yeah.
So after this video, don't go and comment a bunch of mean stuff.
No, we can take it. This whole team, I'm so sorry if I have American viewers. I love America. I hope to move to America one day for a little bit. It's one of the coolest places to go. I really want to see America one day, right? So there's no shit to America, but I'm so sorry to say this. They are so American. Stereotypes are real, and you don't want to end up like a stereotype. There's some good things about certain stereotypes, but you want to avoid at all costs of going down the bad end of your stereotype. And these people are on the typical stereotype of being way too American. There is no spice. There is zero spice to this group. It's just bread. They are so bland. They are so boring to watch. There is your hate comment, guys. And I don't even think that's hate. I think that's genuine constructive criticism coming from someone who really wants to see you guys thrive. They're not trying to be child friendly or anything. You can tell by this group and some of the stuff that they do is definitely not child friendly. So I don't get why they became soft and suddenly friendly when it came to the hate comments. Like, come on, guys. You know, be a little transparent. Come on, don't be shy. Really share with us some of the things that you've seen. First thought when I watch these people, cringy wannabe cool kids. Okay, so it's like I looked into every single one of these creators' YouTube channels, right? Like they all do similar things. They all do dating, challenges, pranks, this and that, just like your typical talentless YouTuber, talentless and moralless YouTuber videos, right? Promotional, just for the views, nothing of true substance, nothing of true personality. They're all just like cardboard copies of each other. Lexi has a video, right? Lexi is the same. Like she's connected with Logan Paul, right? I used to like Logan Paul until I stopped liking Logan Paul. He's done some crazy stuff, which the dumb things we've done when we were young, forgivable, right? Very forgivable, but forgivable. He's just like done really bad stuff again and again and again, from his dating choices to scamming his fans to being just an overall prick, right? And this family and this team is connected to them in some sort of way, right? I've still got an ounce of respect left for Mr. Beast because he was a very hard worker and he was very original. I've got some level of respect for Mr. Beast. I think he's going through it and I hope he heals. But anyway, I went on a rant. Lexi is always posting things of Logan Paul. It's very obvious what this girl wants. And I think this is why I get a weird vibe from her. She seems like someone that doesn't have a soul. No, actually, no, I take that back. I think she has a soul. I don't think that she's someone with an awakened soul. This whole team and these people lack spirituality. And if you believe in spirituality or God, you know, or a religion of any sort, you will know that humans are the perfect balance of a physical being, meaning our bodies, and also spirituality. We cannot lack any of them. Right? We can't be too physical and just give in to our bodily desires. And we can't be too spiritual. Otherwise, we're floating with the fairies. We have no idea what's happening. We become a little cuckoo. We need to be the perfect balance of these two. Another human nature lesson. So this team and these people lack spirituality. They lack something that's higher than themselves because these people think they're God. That's the vibe that they're giving me. They think that they run YouTube when in reality, they suck. They're terrible business people, they're terribly manipulative, and they are just wasteful. They are a big waste. A giant group of waste and cardboard cutouts of each other. She has a video called I Rated YouTuber Products in front of them. It's so funny because she tried Emma Chamberlain's coffee, right? She wanted to call Emma Chamberlain, and Emma Chamberlain literally left her on scene. This is why I love Emma so much. Like, she just doesn't collaborate with them, and she shouldn't. right? I feel like Emma's too above that. Anyway, Emma left her on scene. I'm pretty sure Lexi was a little bitter about that. I feel like Emma has morals. She has some level of morals, and she has great talent in filmmaking and editing. Someone with actual morals and some level of talent would not FW people like these, because birds of the same feather flock together. It's worked that way throughout history. It's always worked that way, and it will continue to work that way unless you can step up your game and be innovative and really like have some level of growth to change yourself or your circle if you don't like your situation. But I'm pretty sure they're very happy with their current situation, or they're not. Because otherwise, why would they be trying so hard for clout? If you're wondering why you dislike them, trust me, you're not the only one. People see it. If you know, you know. Trust your intuition. Don't be gaslit by what other people think. The worst thing to happen to people is if you are actually a person, a solid person, and you are gaslit by delusional people with no substance into thinking that you are wrong, and then you question yourself. That's the next level of rabbit holes that you don't want to go down. So back yourself up, have confidence in your faith, in your beliefs. Know if you are right, then you are right. Don't bend backwards for delusional people, for people like this. Have your own back. Be unshakably confident in your character if you know that you are doing the right thing and you know what you stand for. So basically that's it. That is today's episode. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a like, give it a comment, share it to your friends, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in next week's episode. Bye!